The play Ninjo Banashi Bunshichi Mottoi, Bunshichi of the Paper Cord, was first performed in 1902. The script is based on a popular tale by the famous storyteller Sanyutei Encho, a master of the art of rakugo. Rakugo is a traditional form of comic storytelling in which a single narrator takes the parts of multiple characters as he performs. It is characterized by its very fast pace, sophisticated wordplay, and by its use of the broad colloquial language of the 19th century city dweller. As with this play, the stories often deal with the lives and loves of the common man, told with both great warmth and humor. Hence the words Ninjo Banashi in the play's title, referring to an affectionate tale of human relations. As the curtain opens, it is late at night. We find ourselves at a wretched tenement block in Warigesui, Honjo, the poor side of town. Here lives a humble plasterer by the name of Chobei, who is just now returning home to find his lodgings in darkness. He announces his return to his wife, Okane. It's pitch black. No one at home? Nobody here? I am here. We'll light the lamp then. Quickly, light it. Coming home at this hour of the night. Where have you been? They're my legs and I can walk on them where I like. Chobei is played by Onoe Kikungoro, his wife by Nakamura Tokizo. Ohisa's not here. What'd you let her go out for? What for? It's not my fault. She's not a child of 3 or 4 anymore. I don't lead her around by the hand every time she goes out. No doubt she's fed up with you and has left for good. Think about it. She's old enough to be married now, admired by all the folk round here as a good, dutiful girl. But poor thing, barely a month to go before New Year, and she can't even expect a proper kimono to wear, let alone a brand new one. And why? Because year in, year out, you're off gambling, aren't you? And when you're home, all you do is drink. Haven't had a proper job in ages. I'm bored silly with it, but whatever I say, we just end up arguing. I'd take the neighbor's advice and leave you if it weren't for our poor girl. Fed up with this, I expect Ohisa has gone off and put herself into service somewhere, or gone to find a husband. She'll think laboring under another man would be better than staying here. She must be sick to death of you. And I'm only staying because of her. Putting up with all this toil and misery in this pauper's house with someone depraved as you for all these years. And if she's gone, don't think I'm sticking around here for long. I'm going. If you're going, then go. Get the girl back and you can get out. Don't want to stay in this pauper's house? Well, don't think I like it either. But without money, we don't have a choice, do we? All you do is nag me about gambling, but it's not like I want to lose. I was only trying to make the cash to buy you a new kimono and Ohisa a battle door at New Year's. That's why I keep losing. And tonight I lost again. Having a bad streak, see? Losing your shirt gambling yet again is no concern of mine. Ohisa's been gone since this morning. That's why I'm in a state. I did look for her. I went as far as the gateway in Fukagawa, but couldn't find her. That's because you searched for her where she wasn't. Search where she is and you're bound to find her. How stupid. If I knew where she was, I wouldn't need to search at all, would I? I get it. You and Ohisa have planned this together. Thought if she disappeared, I'd be so worried I'd give up drinking and gambling on the spot. She must be hiding somewhere, waiting to pop out and scare me. Well, it's no joke. You really know how to take it easy, don't you? Thinking we'd try to fool you like that. Girl's been gone since this morning, and I've had the landlord and all the neighbors worrying and looking for her. Of course, you, the most important person, weren't around, so I was left on my own, half sick with worry. I don't know where she is, and we've caused such a nuisance to everyone. And me, all on my own like that. Ohisa's really gone? Then why didn't you say so? What do you think I've been saying? I've been to the first gateway in Fukagawa. Then I'll go search at the Hachiman Shrine. Must be the rice merchant. It's not the rice merchant. Then the wine merchant. We've been friends for 10 years. You can wait till the end of the month to settle up. Then who are you? Glad to see you looking well. And you are? Don't you recognize me? It's Tosuke from the Kado Ebiya brothel. But I was just on my way out. It's Tosuke. Do come in. It's been a long time. My, but you're looking young as ever. And what a fine place. Prayed at the Fudo Shrine today? No, actually I'm here on a different matter. My mistress has something she'd like to discuss with you urgently, and wonders if you'd come back with me to the brothel. Love to come, but I'm halfway through another job at a villa in Yanagishima, so got to leave it till the spring. but give my regards to your mistress.
かからせていただきますと、お前さんからおかみさんにどうかよろしくおっしゃっておくんないな。
That's just what she told me you'd say. But she insisted that I take you back anyway.
だからとやくおっしゃるだろうが、今日は何としても連れてきておくれってね。
It's not about unfinished work today. There's something else she needs to discuss. Sorry, but we've had a slight mishap today. That mishap wouldn't have anything to do with your daughter, would it? You know a lot. If it's about your daughter, she's been with my mistress since about noon. What swine took her there? No, no, she came on her own. What would she be doing there? I'll go with Tosuke now and bring her back. So, Tosuke, I will come with you. Then again, if you wouldn't mind going on ahead, I'll come right after. But walking with me or after me, it's the same thing, isn't it? That's right. They've gone to all the trouble of fetching you. Go quickly and don't keep the mistress waiting. Really slow, aren't you? Haven't been there in a while and can't turn up half naked like this. Now, don't get angry. It won't do to get angry. But this Haori coat of mine, how about me lending it to you, and then we can both go together? Don't be mad now. Nothing to get mad about. Be mighty grateful if you would lend it. Tosuke, I'm giving it back. Thanks all the same. Maybe it's not to your liking, but it'll fit the bill tonight. Please make use of it. What are you saying? On a cold night like this, he's offering you his coat. Just borrow it and go. Can't see what's in front of you, can you? The Haori's the same length as my work top. Okane, give me your kimono. You're joking. I'll be naked without this. Then you wear my work top. A woman can't wear that. What if someone came and saw me? Just hide behind the screen and pop your head out. She's just going to change. Could you step outside for a moment? So I'll just borrow it a while. If you don't mind waiting a bit. are now inside the Kado Ebi brothel, where, on the right, the Madam Okoma sits smoking a pipe. Ohisa sits to the left, surrounded by low-grade courtesans who all pity her situation. Now you're in the madam's hands, you've nothing more to worry about. Seems such an obedient and pretty girl. Such a shame to be in these straits. Her mother obviously doesn't understand. No, it's not my mother's or father's fault. It's all my own doing. Madam, will you grant the request I made before? Okoma is played by Nakamura Shikan. Don't fret about that. I've sent someone to fetch your father, and when he gets here, I'll tell him what I think about this affair. Don't worry yourself about it. I don't know the reasons, but now Madam has said that. We're all sure it'll work out for the best. Stop brooding and have a sweet. I'll take whichever one you prefer. Thank you, but there's so much on my mind, I couldn't eat anything just now. Please don't bother yourselves. If Big Sister doesn't want a sweet, I'll have it for her. Oh, Mummy, you know it's very wrong to be so greedy. If you want a sweet, you'll have to ask Madam for it. Don't be lazy and get on with the back massage. I'm not being lazy, I'm working hard. It's true, you have been working hard today. Give her one, will you? Madam said it was okay, so please give me the best one. Was Chobei at home? He was indeed. I brought him with me. Then show him in at once. Oh, Mame, if Madam has finished with you, the courtesan Matsugaya is calling, so quickly come with me. Excuse me, but there are customers for the courtesans. Those from the other day have introduced some friends. Customers who came from Chujo-san, perhaps. Madam, please excuse us then. So that leaves me all alone. How vexing. So there you are, Chobei. Don't stand on ceremony. Step up into the room. Tosuke, thank you. Now go to the kitchen and get yourself a drink. The coat. Later. That seems a little far away. Do come closer. Glad to see business is doing so well. And good to see you looking so well. Always in the best of health. but I've been so busy plastering that other villa. So sorry, but I'll be back at work here come the spring. If you could just wait a little longer.
どうもすいませんね。お願いしますよ。かしこまりました。それからのおかみさん、今日はまた。
And today, I really must apologize for what's happened.
なんとも申し訳ございません。おい、おひさじゃねえか。
Isn't that you, Ohisa? Girl your age walking about alone at night. You've caused a lot of grief at home. Your mother's been searching for you high and low. And turning up here in such a filthy state. If you'd said, we'd have given you a new kimono from the cupboard. Don't scold her so. Your own appearance is nothing to brag about.
そういうお前さんのなりだってあんまり褒められたなりじゃないよ。
But it doesn't matter for a man.
それは冗談だがね。この子が
The girls come here like this for a reason.
ないわけがあること。私の言うことを一通り。
Listen closely, and I'll tell you what it is.
実はね、この子はね、今日
Before it got dark, wasn't it? One of the servants here saw her walking up and down outside, not daring to come in. When we brought her inside, we recognized her as the girl who used to bring your lunch boxes when you worked here.
おばあさんがうちへ仕事に来てくれてる自分に毎日この子が お弁当を持ってきてたんだってね。
She was only so tall when she did that. She's grown a bit since then. Indeed, now she's so big I hardly knew her.
かり見違えてしまったよ。
さようでございましょうと。
そうしたらね。
But looking closely, she was sobbing her eyes out. I asked her the reason, and she replied, Madam, I'm sorry to speak of my parents' shame. It's embarrassing to say it, but Father just won't mend his bad ways. He's lost himself to drink and gambling. She went on, our debts have mounted up so high, I don't know how we'll make it through the new year. The rumors going round were that perhaps this was the end. Perhaps husband and wife would separate. Listening to it all, as a child, I felt useless. Although someone like me couldn't do much, she continued, Madam, I beg you to take me into service here for a number of years. With the money I get from selling myself, we can pay off the creditors, and father and mother can live together again in peace. When the child asked that of me, she put her hands together and begged. And when she did that, there wasn't a dry eye in the room, me included. We've a lot of young girls working for us here, but none of them has run off on their own and sold themselves for their parents' sake. No one's as filial a child as she. Chobe, how old are you now? And you're still giving yourself up to such debauchery, and making such a filial girl like her suffer. You may be her father, Chobe, but it does you no credit at all. Madam, I can't apologize enough. Ohisa, I had no idea. Making you suffer like that, I've been wrong. Forgive me. I've been wrong.
堪忍してくんないよ。
いやいや、お
Father, you mustn't worry anymore.
心配しないでおくれ。
Use the money we'll get to pay off the debts and clear things up. It'll be all right then, won't it?
お父っつぁん、いいだろう。
Thank you. Oisa, as you know, there's nothing I can do to make it through the New Year's. It'll be hard for you. It'll be hard. But you thought right to help me out. You were right.
もしお父っつぁん、私はもう
Father, I'd already decided to go into service here for as many years as it takes.
いつまでも奉公はしますけれど、お前ま
But if you take the money and gamble with it as usual, then it'll all be
い
gone.
つものように勝負事に引っかかってお金をなくしてしまうとね。おっかさんが
And then mother will be as always.
お前に逆らい、また
She'll get angry at you.
癇癪を起こして手洗
And
な
things will get rough again.
するとね。おっかさんが血の道
If there's blood, if mother gets her attack again, I won't be there. There'll be no one to look after her. So please put up with it. Earn a wage and live together nicely. Father. Okay? Really? Okay? 'I'm real grateful. You say all that, even for someone like me. Can't believe you're my girl. But I beg you. Father, don't do that. Otherwise the gods will punish me. Look there, Omitsu. She's about the same age as you, but she's a sense of filial respect far beyond her years. You should learn from her. She has such a sweet nature, it made me cry. I'll do my best to follow her example and will be careful in the future. It's not for others. It's for your own good. So Chobe, how much do you need to get you through the new year? Well, it's only us, but 50 gold pieces. Who can you owe that much to? As it's you, I'll tell you everything. Since April, I've owed the landlord. Your rent, of course. And then the rice merchant, the wine merchant. But that's not much. Don't tell fibs, Chobe. You must be most indebted to him. Very well. We'll keep this a secret from my husband, but I'll lend you 50 pieces to tide you over. But remember this, Chobe. I'm not lending it for your sake. I'm doing this because Ohisa has been such a filial girl. You're not to have a drink and then gamble it all away again.
口に手を出しちゃいけませんよ。
おかみさんとんでもないさ、じゃあ俺今日限り
From today, I swear to give up drinking and gambling. I won't do that.
出すこっちゃございません。
それにね、見るところまだと
Well, I won't put the girl out to work in the brothel yet. It would be a shame if she picked up some infection or disease. For the time being, I'll keep her at my side as a maid.
として働かせましょうよ。ね。
I'm real grateful.
お前この子がね。
But mind you're not careless because you think I'm being soft on her.
安心しちゃいけない。
Pretend instead that I am putting her out in the brothel and work hard to earn the money to come and redeem her.
して稼いだ上、その子に
Earn the 50 gold pieces and return soon as you can. Come back to get her.
この子を迎えに来ておやんなさいよ。
おかみさんね。
Madam, I'll work my hardest from tomorrow and I'll have the cash by next month. Don't say foolish things. There's no way someone in your position could come up with 50 gold pieces by next month.
できるわけがないじゃないか。そうだろう。じゃあね。
Let's think.
じゃあこうしましょう。ね。
I'll wait till next March.
3月まで待ってあげようよ。
それじゃあおかみさん。
You'll wait till
来
March?
年の3月までお待ちだ。
Thank you so much. That'll really help.
待ちますよ。
お助かりでございます。ありがとうございます。
だけどね
ありがとう。
来年の3
But
月
if you don't bring back the money by next March,
その50
then-
両のお金を返してこないその時にはかわいそうだ
no matter how much of a pity it'll be,
やっぱり
I'll put her to work in the brothel.
出しますよそうしたらさ
If she catches some bad disease and has to suffer ill health,
子が患うようなことがあったらかわいそうじゃない
it really will be a pity, won't it?
神様
Even if the gods don't punish her for being a bad daughter, she'll be punished in another way.
が当たりますよね長兵衛さん
Chobe, you do understand this well, don't you?
分かってくれるだろうね
わかりましてございます。おかみさんもご承知の通り
As the madam knows, this is my only child.
でございます。なりは大きい
She may look big now, but she's really just a girl.
でございますからおかみさんどうか。
So till March next year, don't put her to work out front. Keep her by your side as your maid.
いろんなことがあってもね3月までは
Until next March, I'll do what I said.
しておいでなさいよ
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。おいさ。
I've begged the madam now, and from tomorrow I promise to work hard. I swear I'll come back and get you by next March. Meantime, you're to wipe and clean carefully as a maid. And miss, she knows nothing, so please teach her.
ようござんすよ
どうぞお願い申します。それからなおいさ。
In a place like this, the courtesans wear thick sandals and kick them off when they enter a room. You're to straighten them immediately and make sure they're easy to put on again. And they may have pretty hairdos, but courtesans can say terrible things. The ladies here, of course, never say anything bad. Don't get carried away now. Oh yes, the money. Get me that lacquer box, will you?
待ってね今ねお金を出しますからねあいよあいよあいよさああそこ
Put it back.
おひさちゃんちょっとおいで
Ohisa, come over here.
おいでねさあおひさちゃん手を出し
Put your hand out.
この50
I want you to hand over these 50 gold pieces from your own hand to your fathers.
渡しておやり いいね。はいはい。いいね。うんうんうんうん。ね。
Father,
お
the money.
おかみさんどうも
Madam, too.
ありが
Thank
と
you.
うございます。
No need for that.
頭って礼を言うにゃ及びません。
ありがとうございます。
もしお父っつぁん
Father, now you have the money. Go straight to the creditors and pay off our debts. I don't mean to keep on, but please don't go drinking or gambling again. From today, Father won't touch a drop or gamble. Madam, it's all thanks to this. But that filthy kimono. Tomorrow your mother will bring a clean one for you. Don't trouble yourself about that. If it's kimono, we've any number here already.
おみつのが担当あるからね。おみつのを着せるから着物の子なんか案じるには及びませんよ。ね。
Madam, for everything you've done, I can't thank you enough.
そんな心配はしなくてよくざんすからね。よくざんすからね。
それからのおかみさん
And now, if you'll excuse me, the wife's been worried sick since evening. I must go back and show her this money and tell her the good news. May I go now? It wouldn't do to leave your wife fretting like that. You go and show her the money at once. I'll give you a wallet for it.
あ、いえいえ、おかみさん結構でございます。
だって財布がなきゃ困るじゃん。
いやいや、今くれでね
No need. I'll just wrap it up in this.
この手ぬぐいねこうしっかりとこうくるりやしてね腹掛けの
It'll be fine tucked up inside.
仕込んで上から
That's safe now.
これ大丈夫でございます
Are you sure? It'll be terrible if you drop it.
決して落とすこっちゃございません大丈夫でございますそれじゃあおかみさんどうか
Then I leave Ohisa in your hands.
お願い申します
よござんすよ。心配
Don't you worry about her.
ありがとうございます
よござんすよござんす。はい。
おひさ
Ohisa, fold this up
折
nice.
りたたんどいてくれ
もしお父っつぁんこの
But in this cold, why are you taking it off?
どうしてこれを脱ぐんだい
それお父っつぁん
It's not mine. I borrowed it from Torsuke.
ああ、トースケのを借りたのか。
That's quite all right. Quite all right. If it's Torsuke's, then he can get another from the master. You take it.
それじゃね東助さんに悪いございますからこれで
But it's cold out.
大丈夫です大丈夫です
そうかい。
Really? Then, as it's cold, you can have a cup of hot sake to warm you up.
引っ掛けといて。
お酒おかみさん行きなさい
That won't do. No more sake for me.
立ちまし寒くございませんこれ大丈夫でございます
そうかい。そんならいい
これで
けどね。
おいとまいたしますカカにも
Please give my regards to the staff.
長瀬でございます
どうぞよろしく言ってなさい。
ありがとうございましたどう姉さんよろしくお願い申しますよ
よござんすよ。あ、じゃあ気をつけて。
これでおいとまいたし
Then
ま
I'll be leaving.
ごめんなさいよ。
おかみさんこちら
Walls here are still okay, aren't they?
ここはまだ
Yes, still fine in here. Chobe, what's the matter?
おかみさん
Leg's gone to sleep.
しびれが切れた。
あいつ
お医者にはおとったんしびれが切れたんだってさ。大丈夫か
In the background, the pounding drum represents flowing water. Only a short time has passed since the last scene. We find ourselves along the banks of a broad river. The role of the young man Bunshichi is played by Onoe Kikunosuke. Wait, hold on. Wait, you fool.
待て
That hurt. What if I got injured?
何言ってやるおめえ今
You'd have ended your life in the river if I hadn't stopped you. What's a little scratch compared to that?
待ちな待ちなよ
ご親切はありがとう
Thank you for your kindness. I was going to throw myself in the river. There's no other way I can think of, so I've resolved to die. Please don't mind me.
おいおいお構いなくいけるわけじゃねえだろおい待ちだよな待ちだ待ちだおやおめえ前
That's an apron. Must be a shop clerk. I see. You've been playing around and used up all the shop's cash. Now you think you've no choice but to kill yourself. But there's no call to end your life on that account. That's not it. But it's okay. It's only me who's dying.
待てよそうのぼせるな落ち着けよな落ち着けよ
I want to die.
落ち着け
Now calm down. It's reckless to kill yourself just like that. I don't know the reasons, but try telling them to me. It'll help to talk it through. If I can help out, why would you want to die? If not, then go ahead. Still plenty of time.
だからよ俺にその訳を聞かしてみろな聞かしてみろ聞かしてみろよ
ありがとうございます私
Then I'll tell you everything.
何もかも申し上げます
申し上げろ申し上げろ
私は
I'm a clerk from the Izumiya haberdashery. The name's Bunshichi. Just today, I went to a mansion in Mikojima to collect a fee for some goods. They paid straight away. But just then, some of the men began a game of Go. I started watching. When the retainers asked me to join in, it's a game I love, so I agreed. And once I started playing, I became engrossed. Then I suddenly realized the time. When I looked outside, it was already pitch dark. Shocked, I left at once and started back in a hurry. But then at Makura Bridge, coming towards me was a doubtful-looking man. When I went right, he went right. Then left, so did he. I felt very uneasy. But then I tried to run past him, and just then, suddenly, I felt a thud. We collided. I rebounded off him and fell down backwards. When I finally got up, I walked 2 or 3 steps. I happened to put my hand inside my breast pocket. I'm telling you, the 50 gold pieces were gone. I racked my brains for what to do. I thought of various ideas, but this wasn't some petty page boy's errand I'd been sent on. That important money was stolen, and I couldn't just return to the store shamelessly. To atone for my carelessness, I thought I'd die. Yes, so I was going to throw myself in the river here. You must have hit your head, you know. You fell over and he ran off with your purse. What a terrible thing. 50 gold pieces, no small sum of cash. Shouldn't have been walking around so carelessly. That's why it happened. You weren't on your guard, so that kind of thing was bound to happen. But your master must be quite a guy. To let a young man like you go pick up so big an amount as 50 in gold. But you're pretty impressive yourself. Your master saw what an honest boy you were, and so trusted you with the job of collecting 50 gold pieces. If you were a half-baked lad, he wouldn't have trusted you with 100 cents. You have to be grateful for his trust in you. But instead you walked about absent-mindedly, so someone was bound to rob you. What an idiot. But it's happened now. No going back. Best go to your parents. No, best go to an uncle's place. Then, together with him, go see your master. Explain just how it all happened and how the money was lost. Wasn't because you were playing around. And from tomorrow, you'll work your hardest to earn back the cash. By March next year, you'll promise to pay it back. You mustn't joke. I'm just a humble clerk apprenticed to the store. There's no way I could earn that amount by next March. And anyway, no matter how much I'd like to talk it over with relatives, I have no parents and no siblings. That's why the master always says that someone like me, with no one to rely on, has to be patient. If I'm patient, then someday he'll set me up in my own business. And no matter what hardships I must endure, I must never become dishonest. The master is always telling me that. And now that this has happened, how could you talk of me fooling around and misbehaving? I could never think of such a thing.
遊びをしたとしか思われやいたしません。なに、よろしんで
But
ござ
it's
いま
okay.
す。
It's only me who'll die.
よろしんでございますから。おいおい、待ちだ待ちだ。おい、待て待てよ待て。待ちだ待ちだ待ちだ待ちだよ。
Sobbing like that's a shameful thing. Don't cry.
泣くな泣くな。そうか。それじゃおめえには。
So you have no parents or anyone else to rely
一
on.
人頼りになるものは
Not one
誰
person.
一人いねえのかい。おめえ一人
You're
ぼっちだ。
alone? Awful shame, that.
おい、これは話
I'm just saying.
これは話
Just saying, mind.
おめえのその正直
Seeing what an honest guy you are. What if the gods were to make 50 gold pieces drop down from heaven?
プイッと出たとするんだ。いや、
Only supposing, right? But if you took that money back to the store, gave it to your master and said, "Here's the money I collected," then you wouldn't need to die. You wouldn't take the money and kill yourself anyway.
そのようなことはいたしません。
You really were robbed?
本当に取られ
Yes,
たんでござ
honestly
い
I
ます。
was.
嘘じゃねえだろ。
Not a lie?
嘘じゃござい
It's
ま
not
せ
a
ん。
lie.
おい。面見
Look
せ
at
ろ
me. Don't seem to be lying. You've searched along the way?
方々よく探してみたか？
I've searched everywhere, but it wasn't there.
どこにもないんでございます。
You had a knock on the head and fell down. Maybe it's moved round the back.
その表紙に背中の方見てみたか？背中。
よく探したんでございます。
探したか？
それがどこにも入って
It's not there.
どこにも。
You fool. Here it is.
おめえここにあるじゃねえ。
Oh, stones. After all, money can't buy a human life. Isn't there anything else you can do?
死なねえ風はねえかな。
私だって
It's not as if I wanted to die.
ございませんが
But there's really no other way.
よもがないでございますよ。
Happened on a fine affair, didn't I? Okay. I've got 50 in gold right here. You take it. It's my money. I didn't take it from you. This get-up is filthy, I know, but I'm a laborer. There's a reason I've got this. Listen to me. Embarrassing to say this in front of a youngster like you, but I got addicted to drink and gambling, and there was no way I could make it through the new year. But I've got a devoted and faithful daughter who's 17. Today I got home and my daughter had gone. We didn't know why and searched for her all over. Turns out she went to the Yoshiwara Kado-ebi brothel. I followed after and found her there, sitting by the oil lamp.
娘が
downhearted.
しょんぼり座っていてな。お父っつぁん、
Father, she said, I'm selling myself to this brothel for a number of years, so you take the money and pay off our debts.
どうか私の身代で方々の借金の片付け、
Then live together happily with mother. My 17-year-old daughter said that. But then, even in the red light district, the work won't kill her. You, on the other hand, were really going to throw yourself in the river and die. So you take the money. If you feel grateful, then pray for my daughter's well-being. Pray she doesn't catch any disease. Pray to the Buddha or to Kannon. Whichever is okay. So you take the money. But I couldn't take it when it means so much. Couldn't take it? But without it, you're going to die, aren't you? So just take it. Never mind that it's important. Without it, you'll die, so just take it. Fool, take it. Now you've got the money, you mustn't die. You're not to kill yourself. Beast. Making fun of a person so cruelly like that. To begin with, how could anyone dressed in such dirty rags have 50 gold pieces? And wrapping a stone up like this and hitting me on the head. What a thing to do. Kind sir. Thank you. To the cheerful sounds of festival music in the streets outside, the curtain opens again on Chobei's house. It's the following day, and with the rent still unpaid, the landlord has come to call. Please listen, sir. It's embarrassing to say it, but as you know, we're desperate for cash this new year. Unable to watch us go on like this, our poor daughter Ohisa, she went and sold herself to a brothel in Yoshiwara. And the money we got from her doing that, all that important money, that beast there, that beast has gone and gambled it away. The landlord is played by Ichikawa Sadanji.
そうなんですよ。
Landlord, hold on. However much I like to gamble, I'd never use the money from my own daughter selling herself. Just think about it carefully.
考えてみてくんねえな。
Yes, you do have a point.
もっともな話だ。当たり前だ。
大家さんもう
But landlord, you don't know anything. He's just saying that to fool you.
言ってね、ごまかそうとしてるんですよ。今ね、私が話を
Let
しま
me
すから
talk to him.
私の
I'll go over and you be the judge of whether what I'm saying makes sense or not.
もう聞き役になってやろうじゃねえか。
さあ、お前さん、大家さんは
You
騙せてもね
may fool the landlord, but you can't fool me. Here in front of him, just tell us everything that happened last night.
ほらよ。
だから言う。
My mouth's gone sour telling you over and
こんな
over.
こと言ってるじゃねえか。
Money can't buy a person's life, and that's why I did it.
ねえからやったんだ。
冗談言っちゃいけない
Stop with the jokes. My ears are about to fall off hearing that. Is there anyone who could believe that's
そ
true?
んなことを本当にするやつがあるものか。いいかい、よく考え
Just
て
think. Our only daughter, selling herself into service, got that money. It was important money.
大事なお金なんだよ。いく
No
ら
matter how much they wanted to help, no one in the world would be so stupid as to give that money away to a stranger.
そんなバカなやつがどこの国にあるものかね。
どこの国にある
Well, one person in the world is sitting right here. So that's that, isn't it?
そうかい。いいよ
I
わか
see.
ったよ
Very well.
そんならね
Since you keep on with that story, then let's just say it's true. Let's just say it's true.
そういうことにしてあげようがね。大事の
But as you gave away that money that was so important to us, you must at least have asked where the man lived.
どこの町の
What district was he from? What's his name? Here in front of the landlord, just tell us that.
はっきりと言ってごらんよ。なんていう人なんだよ。
なんとか言ったよ、
だ
確かに。
どこに住んでる人なんだ。
何町だったっ
だから
けな。
何町だからそこでもう
What kind of person was he then?
やっちまったんだよ。
その人
His hair was tied up, and he wore an apron.
大家さんごらんね
You see what I mean, landlord.
言うじゃありませんか。
Now come on, out with the truth.
本当のことを言っちまいなよ。
思い出してるんだ今。
思い出して何を思い出すんだ。
何町だったっけな。
何町。じゃあそれを言ってごらんよ。
その
名前
His name?
名前な。
Just tell us his
名前を
name.
言ってごらん。
名前はな、その。
それを言ってごらん。
Just his name.
言ってごらん。
Say it.
言ってごらん
Say it.
言ってごらん。言ってごらん。言ってごらん。言ってごらん。言ってごらん。
All this noise. You've been carping on since last night, and I haven't slept a wink.
寝られやしねえんだよ。
もうこのさなかに寝かすもんか。
Just then, Bunshichi and his master are led here. The actor playing the master is Bando Mitsugoro.
大きにご苦労でした。
ありがとうございます。
Excuse me. Go away, not now. If I might inquire, would this be the residence of Chobe, the plasterer?
こちらでございましょうか。
長兵衛はうちではお前さん誰だい。
We come from the Izumiya haberdashery store, and I am Izumiya Seibei.
泉谷清兵衛と申すものでございます。
I've no business with any haberdashery. Be on your way.
さあさあ出るやろ。
ちょっとお待ちだ。長兵衛や。もし親方、あなた。
But you know this young man, I
ご
believe.
存知ではござりませぬか。
親方。
Kind sir, thank you for last night. The money saved me.
助かりました。
おや。おめ
The
え。
one who tried to drown himself.
身投げか。おめえだ。ああ、おめえだ、おめえだ。よく
Good to see you alive.
出たな。
ありがとうございます。
よかった、よかった。
ありがとうございます。
ほら、お前に。
I did give you the cash, right?
確かに俺やったよな。
頂戴いたしました。
この人にやったんだ。これおめえのちゃんこ。
Who is that?
手前のご主人様
It is
でご
my
ざいます。
master.
早く言わな
Should
く
have
ちゃい
said
けない
so.
ご主人さん
Please come in and excuse the mess.
ちょいとご面を被ります。ごめんなさってください。
うちでございますからね。
礼をいたします。
If you hadn't been walking by last night, Bunshichi would have thrown himself into the river and drowned. Thanks to your intervention, he was spared. You saved his life, and we are eternally grateful.
よかったよかったよ。
And last night, the original sum of money was recovered and is now in my hands. They caught the thief? Well, not quite. In fact, Bunshichi here was sent to collect the money from a certain lord's mansion. While there, he was invited to play some go. You see, he loves the game, and soon became engrossed. Having lost all track of time, he suddenly realized it was dark outside. Running off in a panic, he forgot that he'd left the purse under the go board. Realizing this, the men at the mansion brought me the money themselves. Bunshichi here believed the money to be stolen on his way home, and just as he was about to throw himself in, you happened to pass by, and you saved him. You truly are his savior, and we are deeply grateful. So the money never was stolen. He forgot it underneath the go board. You mean you left it under the game board? Under the board? It's no joke. Ever since getting back last night, this place has been upside down with the fuss. It's true I gave you the money, isn't it? Landlord, you see, I never did gamble away the money my daughter made. I understand the situation completely now. You're a fine fellow. Chobe, you've done well. Otowaya. With such a godlike nature as yours, it would indeed be a great honor for me if, from today, we could become as relatives. You mustn't joke. I, as your relative, would be asking for money all the time. This is the 50 gold pieces that Bunshichi borrowed from you last night. I return them to you now. No. I gave this money away to him, so it's his now. But we have the original 50 pieces back here, so if we accept your 50, then we'll have twice the amount we should have. I see. Since you got your original 50 back, this is twice what you want. And since it's money we need desperately, I'll accept it from you. Furthermore, to show our gratitude for your kindness, we hope that you might accept this sake from us as well. I didn't help the fellow for any kind of reward, you know. Please take it back. But we'll feel embarrassed. Please take it. I may live in a hovel and wear filthy clothes, but I'm no beggar. Take this back with you. You mustn't get angry now. It's better if you talk to them. That's right. You see what a boorish fellow he is. Would that be the lady of the house? We're most grateful to your husband for his help last night. Bunshichi, the gentleman won't accept the sake. What shall we do? A local fireman arrives. The actor is Nakamura Kichiemon. Sir, if I could see you for a moment. How did it go? It went well. Well now, if you won't accept the sake we offered just now, perhaps you'll allow us to present you with a little delicacy instead. Please bring it in. Mother! Fireman, what's all this? After hearing the story from the master here, I was given the 50 gold pieces and went straight to the Kadoebi brothel to redeem the girl. 50 pieces? Then I've got twice what I should have. Jobe, you don't have to be so logical. They've gone to all this trouble. It's okay to take it. It's okay to take it. In that case, as the landlord and the fireman have said so, I accept. We are most relieved. But I have a further request to make of you. Your daughter is such a dutiful girl, and her parents so splendid. You see, Bunshichi here is about to finish his term of apprenticeship, and I was thinking to set him up in his own little shop. But he has no relatives, no one to help out. In short, would you allow your daughter to marry him? We're paupers here, and you're wealthy merchants. Jobe, let me be the go-between here. It's very good to meet you. I'm the landlord of this tenement, and the name is Jinpachi. If I heard correctly just now, you would like to take Ohisa to be the wife of Bunshichi. There could be no happier news than this. But how does Bunshichi himself feel about it? Bunshichi is more than happy with the situation. We merely wait for the consent of the girl and her parents, and would be obliged if you could mediate. Now then, a match like this could hardly be dreamt of. Best if you give your answer quickly. Such good things have followed one after the other this morning. I feel I must be dreaming. If it's a dream, then let's not wake up. Landlord, if you would. How about you, Ohisa? Such a filial girl. Sorry to have kept you. Jobe and his wife, as well as Ohisa, would be overjoyed at the match. Thank you for your trouble. All that's left to be done is to set the date and find a business for the young couple. In that regard, I have one request. It's just that I've been thinking about the type of cord we sell to tie up men's hair. We've been supplying the same kind for some time now, and it's a little difficult to use. If I redesigned it to be shorter, I'm sure I could sell any number of them. So I would like to open a paper cord shop.
なるほど。これは
You have thought up an excellent idea, Bunshichi.
ところに気づきました。何でも
Everyone's after new ideas these days.
好きなものを好む世の中。
With ideas like that one, you're bound to prosper.
店も繁盛して。
The suffering of yesterday changes to the happiness of today.
それでは
And tomorrow we'll open a shop. We shall become husband and wife. The product will spread through the land,
名もその
and you'll be known as Bunshichi of the paper cord. Here today we celebrate a glorious future. This translation was written and narrated by Paul Griffith.